Welcome back to Gaming with Bigby. I am Bigby, and when we last left off we had just completed building the smeltery that you see behind me here on our UHC island, in addition to expanding the size of our house to include a smeltery room. And whoa, that's freaky. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. Now we're basically faced with the prospect of we have a smeltery, and we have ores to smelt a little bit, but we have no way to smelt them because we have no lava. There's supposed to be lava in that tank, folks, and there's none there. So we are going to have to... Why do I have a wooden hatchet in there? I have no idea why. We are going to have to throw caution to the wind here, and we are going to have to head down into the underworld of Minecraft and find us some lava. So we're going to dig down to lava level. Let me just make sure our tools are at their utmost, because we are absolutely going to need them, particularly this pick. And of course, as always, it can be fixed just like any other Tinker's Construct tool can, by simply putting it into a crafting station and repairing it. Alright, so let's grab some food here. Got buckets. And I think we're just about ready to go. We'll plant these pumpkins another time. And I think our island is pretty well lit up, so I'm not overly concerned about mobs spawning here. I spent a lot of time lighting this up, so this place is really well lit up, as you can see by the sheer volume of torches that we have around here. I'm not terribly concerned about... Oh, there's a couple spots right there. Then we have like these weird... Like those are too close together. There we go. Good enough. Alrighty, so I don't think we're going to have really much in the way of mobs spawning here. I don't think we need to be overly concerned about it. Oh, well, we can go ahead and harvest these carrots and then replant them. I know that's just so exciting. There we go. And we got our potatoes here. So let's go ahead and follow our little shaft down here. And what have we got for... No, the one thing we don't have, and I almost made a mistake on that one. The one thing we do not have is we do not have any wood. So let's very quickly grab some wood, and we're going to put our lighting to the test today, because I'm going to go head down there just as the sun is going down. So we're going to be heading down. It's going to be night. Mobs are going to spawn if they can. But we're going to go ahead and brave it because we need lava. So, we man enough? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So let's head on down. Thankfully the mobs aren't going to follow us all the way down here. So, oh, that was a skeleton. I've heard one right in my ear. Grrr, there's lots and lots of zombies making noise. Okay. And what level are we at here? Let's hit F3. Whoops, took a screenshot. We are at 23, so we've got a ways to go down. Okay. Oh, look, coal. Well, we're going to want that. Although we don't need coal as much as you might think, because we're cooking most of our stuff in the smeltery. So, let's see. Yeah, that's the central shaft. Okay. And we turn. Now, part of the reason you're hearing a lot of mobs is because, of course, as I mentioned previously, this island is basically a pyramid. And we're standing at the top of it. Ah, I hear lava. And we are at lava level, so I don't really want to go any lower than this, so let's go ahead and we are at what, level 10? Let's stay at 11. I don't want to go any lower than... Yeah, hang on, let me just listen for a sec. Let me listen to the lava. Because I do not want to end up drowning in a pool of lava. I can hear it. It seems to be off in this direction. There it is. Oh. Yeah, there it is. Well, let's just dig in and grab a couple buckets of lava. Take that out of the hotbar so I don't accidentally dump it on myself. And let's see if we can't grab a little of this coal. Try not to open up a hole into a potentially dangerous location. Of course, we will eventually be caving. We're going to have to. But as long as we're here, we might as well go ahead and grab some coal. Because that is really the one thing that we don't have a lot of. Alright. So that actually wasn't too bad. Of course, we may be going back upstairs to face a whole host of mobs. We don't know. I guess we'll find out when we get there, huh? So let's head up and see what we've got to deal with. Hopefully not much. This could be the end right here, folks. I could come out of this hole and find myself surrounded by death. It is most assuredly night. Let's listen. Don't hear anything. Don't see anything either. Alright, let's hit the sack. And... Alright, next day, if there are any mobs out there, they're gonna die. Unless they're creepers. No. I don't see anything out there. I think we are mob-free on the surface here, which of course means the underground is just going to be that much worse, of course. Alright, so here's what you do. You get your bucket of lava and you walk right up to it. Make sure your pointer is on the seared tank and right-click. And it goes into the tank. You can imagine how badly it goes if you don't have your pointer on the seared tank. Kaboom! And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of the iron that we've got here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make us some more buckets. Don't need that many buckets. 4 should be plenty. We're going to go back down in our hole and we're going to get us some more lava. Might as well have a full amount. Then we're going to smelt up our ore. I'm going to see what we can make from it. And then we're going to maybe do a little bit more mining. Hopefully we'll be able to get some better armor, because that's kind of a thing that we don't really have any of. It is convenient that we've got this nice little drill down hole. It's a long way down. There we go. And there's our lava. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back up we go. Carrying our slimy sword. Which incidentally we will probably stop using the moment we've got something better. because while it is tremendously durable, it does not do a lot of damage. It's kind of wimpy. Okay, back on the surface. After the long climb up. Yeah, I could probably dig a shaft straight down and put a ladder on, yada yada yada, but eh. Alright, and boom. And I think it'll take a max of 4. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so then what we'll do is we will turn that into planks. And what I usually do is that. Boom, boom, and boom. And this is also where I'm going to put, there's other things, there's going to be molds and casts we're going to need to put in here. And so we'll put those in there when the time comes. For now, we'll just keep our lava in there. Amazing, we can keep lava in a wood chest and it doesn't burn up. Oh, Minecraft, you so silly. Alright, and we're going to get rid of these last 3, and we're going to make another drying rack. And no, boom, boom, and we could probably put some there, but there's other uses for these drying racks which I will show you in future episodes if we survive that long. Okay, so we've got our smeltery full of lava. Let's see, we got iron, copper ore, tin, aluminum. Let's do the iron and copper first. Alright, iron. 6 iron. And you just right click and shift right click and it just sends the whole stack over. That's the quickest way to do it. Shift right click puts all 6 in, and we have, now normally if we put this into an ordinary furnace, this would be 6 ingots, and that's all we'd get. 1 ingot per block. That's the traditional Minecraft way. But we're going to let the smeltery heat these up, and it's going to really melt these puppies down because it's using the heat of lava. And once those little bars fill up, we'll see it drop in here as molten iron ore. Boom. And now if I mouse over it, 12 ingots. The smeltery has doubled the amount of iron ore that we're outputting. Now, there are other mods that do more output, but they also tend to be a little on the ridiculously OP side. So we'll go ahead and we'll put copper ore and copper gravel ore. Copper gravel ore outputs the same amount as copper ore does. If we were to put, just like we did when we were out in the village, and we stuck the iron gravel ore in a regular furnace, we got that number of iron out of it. So here we go, we're going to put the copper gravel ore in. We'll get copper out of it. And melting, 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 melting. Almost there. You don't have to watch this process, I'm just simply showing it to you. Molten copper, 18 ingots. Not bad. Now, here's the thing. Copper alloys with things. Excuse me just one moment. Copper alloys with things. It alloys with things very, very easily. So the one thing you don't want to leave sitting in your smeltery when you're about to throw a bunch of new stuff in is copper. Just, you don't want to do it. However, this time we do want to do it. We want to make aluminum brass. Aluminum brass is what you use to make, and I'm forgetting what they're called now. I'm going to call them, they're basically a pattern for molten metal. A mold, I think, is what they're called. I'd have to look it up real quick, as a matter of fact. Let's look it up in Mighty Smelting. And obviously there's a lot to read here. If you want to read all this, feel free to pause it. In fact, let me turn off F3. Hang on. Escape out of that. Hit F3. Turn that off. Okay. If you want to read all this, feel free to pause the video and go ahead and read through the book. But it might be a little small. I'm going to skip through that. And this is all the various pieces that you need. Here we go, and here's our alloys. Bronze, which is made from copper, 3 copper, and 1 tin. Aluminum brass, which is made from 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Manulin, which is made from 2 cobalt and 2 ardite. Those are the nether ores, so you can only get those from the nether. Alumite, which is made from 5 aluminum, 2 iron, and 2 melted obsidian. And pig iron, which is made from iron, blood, and an emerald. Don't ask how you get blood in there. Well, there you go. Damaging entities in the smeltery. So if you get a zombie that spawns inside your smeltery, if your smeltery is empty, mobs will spawn in it, and what can happen is that it will then kill them. It'll cause them damage. You don't melting down ender pearls or endermen. I have never heard of anybody successfully melting down an enderman, because as soon as they take damage, they teleport away. So they can't get stuck inside a smeltery like, say, creepers or zombies or skeletons will. Thankfully, because they're all considered entities to the smeltery, even the skeleton or a creeper will produce blood for the smeltery. It'll kill them. If they drop any items, they'll just show up in the controller. You can just take them out. You don't necessarily want to do that, but you can. Okay, so here we are. We've got our aluminum gravel and our aluminum ore berry. Now the ore berries are basically one ingot, or one, not ingot. Oh, what I'm forgetting what they're called. Hang on, I will tell you in a half a second. Nugget, thank you. Here we go. One nugget. And you'll notice I can make iron nuggets. As a matter of fact, any metals will nuggetize in Tinker's Construct. So, and I apologize, it's quite late here where I'm filming, so I'm getting a little tired. The brain's not working at 100% capacity. Sorry about that. Alright, so there we go. There's our molten aluminum brass, and we have a little leftover copper, a little leftover aluminum. So, actually, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this iron ingot. We're going to put that on there. Now, whatever you want to pour out of the smeltery, you want to make sure that you click on it so it's on the bottom. There's our aluminum brass, so we're going to go ahead and right-click on our spigot, and it's going to pour out here, and it's going to make an ingot cast. That's what they're called, casts. An ingot cast will allow us to get ingots out of this. Now we want to leave the aluminum brass in there. It doesn't alloy with anything. It's a safe thing to leave in there, but we're going to take the iron out. Now here's the trick. This is where I wish we had more gravel, because what I would normally have, I usually like to have the ingot one up here. I'll make my tools up here. It's just quick and easy. If I just need to get a little something out, I can do it here. Then what I'll do is around the sides and around the back, I'll have I will put in the casting basins. Now the casting basins, there's what one looks like, are basically where you make blocks. You go ahead and you put your blocks in there, or you fill up your casting basin, and it makes a metal block. And the sun's going down, so let's go ahead and get some sleep. So you use those to get metal blocks, and then you can break them down to ingots if you want. So it's a much faster way of getting metal out of the smeltery without having to sit there pouring ingots all day, because that is, I'll tell you, an incredibly slow process if you try to do it. Whoa, not close enough. And I'm down here risking my life to get a little bit more gravel, because we desperately need it. And ooh, I got one. Oh, hey, look, there's coal right there. There's got to be some that's closer to the surface. This is ridiculous how deep I'm having to go. If I had a water breathing potion, it wouldn't be an issue. But I don't have a water breathing potion. Oh, and that is time for the episode. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off, and I'm going to get myself out of the water. And we're going to head back up here to our house and head on inside, and I'm going to go ahead and stand in front of the smeltery here again because, hey, it looks good. And I will once again thank you for watching this video, and again, if you're enjoying the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. Also, please feel free to leave a comment. I do enjoy reading people's comments. Even the trolls, I find them amusing. So please feel free to leave a comment if you have a question or a suggestion, or just want to say hi. Go ahead and leave me a little note in the comments, and I guarantee you I will read it, and I will do my best to respond. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.